Okay, so this week we got a question about how to use blocks like soto-uke, middle block, or round blocks, traditional blocks in a sparring setting. So we want to bring this up to you guys that blocks, normally they say blocks are locks, are strikes, are blows, are blocks, right? So they can say, you can be all of those. Very commonly, they can be strikes, you can strike with them, they're not just to block a limb. But we also want to propose that blocks are also a means to maneuver yourself within the clinch.
Alright, so all these blocks can be manifested in different ways to help you kind of like maneuver yourself around your opponent, or maneuver your opponent around yourself, whichever works for you. So, like being like a round block or what have you, I mean, there's the whole striking, or from the inside form block from here. Not only using like that, even if he's here, he's really tight, me using this to drag myself around the opponent to help me pivot or to help me move. Even if it's like a lapel, kind of grabbing it from this way. You know, so that can even be, if it's really tight, me coming here and hooking in and pulling in that way. You know, if I can't, say you hurt your thumb and your fingers, you can't use it, right? You still have the fist, you still use that same block to help you move yourself and move your opponent around.
In the same token, imagine a high block or a middle block. Just think you're trying to go underneath your opponent's center, so having something like a bar here to allow yourself to drop, it's the exact same motion as a high block. So I'm raising this arm up, but not to try to lift the arm, but to lower my center here, so that I can go underneath, push it out this way. It's the same motion as a high block.
Okay, so then also like all the other blocks work in the same instance too, right? So here maybe you're not super, you don't do a lot of body hardening, so this doesn't make a lot of sense. But what you can do is drive in and push down. That really is kind of round down kind of a motion there. Or even if it just helps you move your opponent around, because you want to move this way because you want to get clear of the hand. They start punching. You swing your opponent around that way by bracing them against your body.
We just want to reiterate that once somebody puts a label to this, like a middle block, you kind of compartmentalize it into a box, right? You just think this motion here is always going to be blocking something. But it makes sense why someone would do that, because they're trying to just teach it easily. It's very easy to transmit this movement to somebody else by just calling it a middle block. But you have to figure out a way to go outside of the box and just think of this as a leftward motion of the arm. And when you can do that, you can start applying this motion that you learned as a block into other different applications.